Doorknobs would not appreciate her.
Doorknob. Doorknob. You're a doorknob. You frickin'
We
doorknob.
live amongst doorknobs.
Doorknobs. Doorknobs and broomsticks. Do you like that movie?
It's bed knobs.
Oh. Okay.
Bed knobs and broomsticks.
I've never seen it.
It's kinky.
My wife loves that movie.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Like Pete's Dragon.
Who's in? That's what's her face, right?
In Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
That's what's her face.
What's
her name?
She's Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Potts.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Angela Lansbury.
Thank you. Hey, welcome back to our stupid reactions. You had some Corbin. My wife would murder me for
having taken so long to get Angela Lansbury.
She loves it.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Anyways, today we're doing...
I want to see Angela Lansbury and Betty White in a movie where they're in love with each other.
Hot.
There's an actual movie.
And make a baby.
There's a French film that's really great. It's a story about these two women who've been keeping their love affair secret because of what society would say.
Les old lesbians.
It's called Les Old Lesbians. Because they're old lesbians. I want to see Angela Lansbury and I want to see Betty White as Les Old Lesbians.
This is a cover of a Raja Sir's song Singing Self by
Lydian and Amruthavarshini.
Lydian, he's the prodigy piano player.
Right. Oh, the kid.
Yes.
Yes. This is a track titled Singing Self from Raja Sir's instrumental 1988 album Nothing But Wind. That's what happens to me after beans. I will refrain from saying much in the hope that you are able to receive and enjoy. Sorry. That really made me funny. I'll refrain from saying much in the hope that you're able to receive and enjoy this beautiful creation. It's a travesty. This genius never got his due in India, let alone anywhere else. There was more to read, but Corbin took it off.
Oh, sorry.
He doesn't have a lobby like Rahman, unfortunately. Kudos to the children covering this, needless to say.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of him. He's so talented. Such a great piano player at such a freaking young age.
Yep.
So here we go.
Whatever happened with him? Because he did. Remember we reacted to him in A.R. Rahman.
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
He got older.
So he's still talented.
Oh.
So weird.
Well, they suck. Just kidding. Yeah, obviously they're extremely talented. We've seen him a bunch. I don't think we've seen her.
Yeah.
But she was killing it.
Killing it.
On the flout.
Killing it.
Is it called a flout or just a flautist? And it's flute.
Flute, flautist. Like pianist.
I know nothing about either instrument, but how long does it take you? I'm assuming it's longer than his age, to just be able to do, like, your each hand is on a different brain.
Yeah, it depends on the complication of. It depends on the.
That's what it seems like.
It depends. Some are easier than others because if the rhythm is linked, so like if you're just doing bum 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 da 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 da, it's just they go together. It's when you have to do different rhythms in this hand compared to this hand. It's funny. It's like all things. They call it musically getting into a groove because they've done studies and it literally there's something that goes on in the brain where when you finally learn something, it gets a groove in the brain. That's why they say you got into this groove. I remember learning a song. I was writing it and I knew what I wanted it to do, but it was beyond my capacity to play. So I had to just keep, I was going dun dun dun, dun 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 with this hand, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. This hand was going dun 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 dun. So they were different. Dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. It took me so long to get that to work. I was sweating, I was forcing myself. So it takes a really long time unless there are some people, like Micah can sit down and just play something that just are gifted beyond. Yeah. The other thing he was doing that a lot of people wouldn't know necessarily unless you play piano. Pianos have a couple of pedals down at the bottom. Some pianos have 2, some have 3. The one that's used the most is on the far right. It's an echo pedal. And when you press it down, you hit a note and let go, and it echoes and it sustains until you release the pedal. You can do that if you hold down the note and then let go, but people do it because it adds this reverby, echoey thing, and you use that a lot when you're playing. 2 of the lesser used pedals that people don't know a lot about is one's a damper pedal, where when you play it, it actually shifts the keys slightly to one side to make the hammer not go directly onto the string, but come off it just a little bit, and it softens the sound of the playing. I was looking really closely to see if he was using the damper pedal because I didn't see, it's really subtle, but there was no little shift because when she played, his dynamics went in half. And it simply may be him knowing, and it may say piano. That's an actual notation. If you're supposed to play softly, it'll say piano in the notation. And he just may have been doing it, but it was so quiet, I thought he was using that pedal to shift it. And
same, I thought he was doing that as well.
Did you? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, is he using the pedal?
Yeah. You were thinking that?
Yeah, but different than the paddle I use for your mother.
That's true. And she loves that, by the way.
Sorry, I had to degrade the conversation for a little bit. Anyways, obviously he's so talented. So is she.
She's really talented.
Freaking killed it. I loved her flouting from
you
the
notice
flautist.
he did that all from memory. He wasn't looking at any music.
I didn't notice that. But.
Yeah. He just knew the song, and most of the time he wasn't looking at his hands. He was just going.
Well, that makes you question your talent.
Oh yeah, if you want to question whether or not you're talented at something, compare it to
just
the great...
look at a child
exactly.
destroying you.